Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. With me today is Roy Navarro. He's a streamer on Twitch, a YouTuber, a cover musician, as well as one of the two members of the KR podcast. How you doing today, Roy?
Man, I've got a lot of titles. I'm doing a-okay today. I am.
It
It's hot. That's about it, really.
is. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. I don't know why. I'm
Why?
psychotic.
I mean, your place is pretty chill, honestly.
Yeah, I got the fan cranked in the background. But no, you're right, man. You are a man of many titles. It's impressive for sure. I don't know how you keep up.
I don't know either, honestly.
Um, I'll say ahead of time too. I have because I'm bad at thinking of stuff off the cuff. So I planned. I do have notes written down of stuff I want to bring up, in conversation. So I guess my first question to you, you live stream playing video games and doing some other stuff, but you also do the covers with the acoustic and all that. So between music and video games, what's your favorite video game soundtrack or like one track from a video game?
Oh, that's hard because there's so many good ones.
Yeah,
I guess I could say recently I've been getting into the Risk of Rain 2 soundtrack. It's mostly instrumental, but it has the perfect ambiance and atmosphere for that kind of game that it enhances how you play the game, I could say, something like that. Yeah.
very like cinematic type of
Yeah,
stuff.
very cinematic. There's one song in the soundtrack that I can really specify to, and it's at the final stage where the first 2 minutes is it makes you feel very bittersweet that this is the end of your journey, and then it just comes into with an amazing chorus.
Oh, that's cool. It's cool,
Uh,
like in a video game when it's timed too. Like as soon
mhm.
as the boss comes up, and it's just dun dun dun. Like it gets you hyped up.
Also, Drew, you're right. Bloodborne is also a great soundtrack. You're right. I don't need any boycotting it right now.
There we go. Got the
Thank you,
claps.
thank you.
Alan says can't hear. I just want to double check. Can everyone else hear us right now?
Hopefully, well, if Drew did the clap, she probably heard us.
Yeah, not too
Hmm.
sure. Well, as long as most of the people here can hear us, we'll pray. Maybe no, maybe I'll type a message real quick. Might be a phone issue. Maybe gotta turn up the phone. I'm not too sure. Might be a phone. Man, it's awkward typing because I. It's funny. You guys can't see it right now, but I was trying to figure out how to angle my phone and have it stand up. I don't have a phone stand, so I got like a drink tray.
You had that too. I have a phone stand, but it's way too angled high up. So right now I'm using a DSLR camera to actually use it as a stand.
That's funny. Got it layered, all stacked. Oh man. Well, okay. We'll continue on. So you got a couple songs for us, Roy.
Oh yeah,
Got
yeah.
about like four, maybe more. We'll see. But do you guys want to kick us off with the first song here?
Yes, I do. It's a bit of an old song from the 80s, but I think some people can recognize it, really. All right, here we go. You got a fast car, and now on a ticket to anywhere. Maybe make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. fast car. And I had a plan to get us out of here. Been working at the convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. I won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs. Finally see what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. He live with a bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. His body's too young to look like his mama went off and left him. She wanted more from life than he could give. Said somebody's gotta take care of him. So I quit school, that's what I did. You had a fast car. Is it fast enough so we can drive away? We gotta make a decision. We leave tonight or live and die this way. So remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice right from my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged, and I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You had a fast car. We go cruising to entertain ourselves. You still ain't got a job. And I work in the market as checkout girl. I know things will get better. You'll find work and I'll get promoted. And we'll move out of the shelter. Find a bigger house and live in the suburbs. You had a fast car. And I got a job that pays all the bills. You stay out drinking late at the bar. See more of your friends than you do of your kids. I just hope for better. That maybe together you and me will find it. I got no plans and go nowhere. Take a fast car and keep on driving. So remember when we were driving in your car, speed so fast, felt like I was drunk. City lights lay out before us, and your arm felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling that I belonged, and I had a feeling I could be someone, be someone, be someone. You had a fast car. Is it fast enough so you can fly away? We gotta make a decision. Leave tonight or live and die this way. Live and die this way. Whew, that's fun.
That was good, man. That was good.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm out of the loop here, but I don't think I've heard that song before.
Really, it's by Tracy Chapman from. It was in 1988, so it's a really good song. You
Oh,
should listen to it.
it kind of like maybe it was playing it with the acoustic guitar and the way you sing everything, but it kind of gave me kind of like the mid to early 2000s, like Snow Patrol type of vibes. You know,
You
like
know, I can see where you're coming from for that one.
yeah. Which, by the way, if you haven't before, I'd love to see you do a cover of that. Chasing Cars.
I do love playing that one. Maybe later. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe one
crack
last
it out.
one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my next question here, which I'm very curious because I think a while ago I was going through Instagram and I saw you made a post. It was a picture of you in front of a green screen. This would have been when we were still at class, and it said album dropping soon. Now,
I know that one.
No, I'm curious. Is this legit?
It was mostly a joke at the time, but like I've been heavily debating it.
Well, honestly, man, if you ever need help recording, like I'm not super technical, tech savvy, but I got the equipment. I got the equipment. So
Well, maybe during the fall, I might have a project or two.
we'll turn this joke into a reality.
A
We won't even chat no
reality
more.
thing.
Yeah.
It's often what happens to my projects.
Yeah.
First it's a joke, and then oh, it's actually now it's actually a thing now.
And so another question here, which I'm curious if maybe you and I could both elaborate more, but what is it about the guitar that's so inviting and special? To me, it kind of has that quality, like an acoustic guitar, especially, where it's like anyone could learn how to play it, and people always seem captivated when the guy pulls out the acoustic guitar. Like, what is it about that instrument?
I mean, to me, it was less daunting than learning a piano because there's like what 88 keys with all different sounds. A guitar is what like six strings, maybe like 16, 18 frets. It's not too much to learn, and like it's fairly simple too. Plus, it just sounds really nice.
Yeah. Did you have that same thing? Because I know that when I tried learning guitar way back when, and I learned that first chord, maybe it was a C chord, and you do it successfully, like that feeling of hearing it ring out and being like, ah, I learned my first chord. Did you
Yeah,
have that feeling too?
I think so, and I think the chord I learned first was like it was either the G chord or the A chord. It's like one of those two. But when I heard it like just ring out, just that was it. I was ready to learn everything.
G chord is the best, Drew
So
says.
true, but I'm gonna have to say C chord being second best right now.
Well, the cool thing too is like those being like really. Oh no, Drew said
Oh no, don't
those.
boycott me.
You're gonna get canceled for this one.
Ah,
Those chords, a lot of them are simple shapes, and there's so many songs where it's like a G, a C, a D, an F. And like those first four or five chords, when you learn them and then find out there's a whole ocean of songs that have the same chords, and the world just opens up where it's like I could learn so many songs just based off of these five or six chords.
yeah, it's really nice when you just find a song you've always wanted to learn, and it's just full of simple chords.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Well, on that note, do we want to take it away with your second song here?
Hey, this is actually good segue. This song's like
Ah, thank you,
really
man.
simple to play. Wow, it's like,
try,
hey, did we plan this?
try my best here. I do got my notes written down, so you'll see me peeking every once in a while.
Don't worry, I've got like my song notes here out, so I've been looking at that for a while.
We both came in prepared. I dig it.
Obviously. All right, I'm ready when you are.
All right, yeah, let's take away, man.
All right, so this next song, I would say it had like a big TikTok following if you're on there. And it honestly sounds like a song from the 50s, but it is a very fairly recent song. So let's get this started. Georgia, wrap me up in all your, I want you in my arms, oh let me hold you. I'll never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Georgia pulled me in. I asked to love her. Once again you fell. I gotcha. I'll never let you go again like I did. Oh, I used to say I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. I would never fall in love again until I found her. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I was lost within the darkness, but then I found her. I found you. Whew, there we go.
All right. There's those claps. Love them.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love that they added that as a feature.
It's so
Just
nice.
because it kind of breaks that that lull after a song ends. Where it's just dead air.
Just there, just go. Did they like it?
It reminds me of I don't know if you're big into stand up comedy, but way back at the beginning of the pandemic, I think it was Bert Kreischer, the comedian. He
Mhm.
kickstarted this whole parking lot comedy thing, but people couldn't leave their cars. Like they'd perform on a stage in front of this big parking lot full of like hundreds of cars, and they couldn't get out of their cars. So instead of clapping and laughing, they'd just honk a bunch,
Imagine just
which is,
walking through a parking lot, not knowing what's happening, and then after a couple seconds, just honk, honk, honk.
dude, that'd be terrifying. Like over
That
a
would
hundred
be.
cars just honk.
Oh, you hear from like across the city, just what the hell is happening there?
Yeah. Oh man. Well, okay. So I heard through the grapevine that you've done karaoke here and there. Is that
Ah,
true?
it's a big part of, honestly, it's a big part of my culture, karaoke. It's something, usually it's supposed to be done casually, but somehow Filipinos turn it into a competitive thing.
Yeah, man.
It's
I
the
respect
scores.
the
It's all the scores, man.
next weekend, please. Yeah, we should do
We really
karaoke,
should.
man. Oh man.
I'm down
Yeah,
whenever.
I respect the competitive hustle of Filipinos doing karaoke. I do.
Listen, there's a reason a lot of Filipinos are good singers. It's all for practicing for the karaoke tournaments.
Well, I'm kind of curious. Is there, because I think everyone has their go-to song where it's like if they can't think of anything, they play that song. What's your go-to karaoke song?
It changes a lot, but I have two songs that I can say are my go-tos. It's Can't Help Falling in Love, obviously,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
I guess I would say I'm trying to remember Iris by Goo Goo Dolls. Now that's another good one.
Oh, I don't think I've heard that one before. Iris.
It's a really good karaoke song, and I think as a way to like end out the night, it's like a ritual to me now is to play Bohemian Rhapsody and like have everyone sing with me.
Yeah, that one is. Uh, God, yeah, it's one of those songs. There's a video I saw of a whole, I think it was at Green Day concert, but you
Green
know,
Day.
at a concert where they have music playing just over the speakers
Yeah.
before the band comes up, they had Bohemian Rhapsody. It's a video of the whole audience singing the whole like 8-minute song.
Man, that would have been so fun to be a part of.
Oh god, yeah. It just hypes people up, man. It's one of
It
the,
really
it's like
does.
Wayne's
You
World, you
hear
know.
the first few piano notes, and you're in for a ride.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So, sort of switching topics here, but oddly enough, for the people listening who don't know, Roy and I, we grew up together in cameras. Well, we didn't grow up together,
Well,
but we went to the same school and we
same
knew
school and
each
all that.
other,
Yeah.
you know. And we talk every once in a while. And one day I hit Roy up because we're both getting ready to go to college up here in Edmonton. And we it turns out we're taking the same program at the same school. And yeah, it's been really cool to kind of be a part of that together. And, you know, it's good, I imagine, for both of us, move up to a new city, but having people we know, you know, on a personal level.
Yeah, it's so nice to like you already know them, but you have so much more to do now in the city.
Yeah. No, it's crazy up here compared to, you know, the small town growing up. There's
The
just,
small town
it's
vibes.
endless. Yeah.
All roads lead back to it, though. I'll probably grow old in that town, honestly.
Yeah. I thought about it too. I want to grow old in a small town. I couldn't be elderly Davis growing up in a city, just being shell
Just
shocked constantly.
yelling at the traffic, "Oh, you kids!"
I'm curious, and this is a big question, you know, a bit of a thinker, but at the very end of our program, where do you think you want to go? And like, what do you see yourself in a perfect world doing?
In a perfect world, probably in some content creator organization, working with them, or being in front of the camera or behind a camera, or being a video editor for some big company. In a not so perfect world, I'm going to Grant Mac to continue my bachelor's.
Well, that's good too, man. You can't get enough education. You really can't.
That's very true.
And you know, I know you've brought up like directing a couple of times too, and like even seeing that short film you did on YouTube a while back. Uh, like it's cool. I could see the visual style and the kind of voice you have for that. You know.
Yeah,
Um,
I think by the time fall starts, I really want to get back into it since we can use the cameras at our school. I really
yeah,
want to get back into that.
isn't that the coolest thing? Like I never held that expensive of a
Of a
camera
camera
before.
before, yeah. It's worth more than any of our tuitions combined.
Yeah, God. I just remember our professor being like, if you drop one of these,
You
you're
are going to
fucked.
be known as the dropper.
Yeah. Oh man. Super cool though. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for all of us, and yeah, it's interesting imagining everyone in the class where they're one day going to end up, and I
Yeah.
think we'll be surprised by it too.
Well, hopefully it's all good.
Hopefully, man. Fingers crossed.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I'll let you get back to the music here. So we got a third song coming up here.
Oh boy. All right. So yeah, this next one is a little more calm than any of the other songs that I've been playing, and honestly, it's found its way into my heart because of how just fun it is to play this song. So let's go through with it. There we go. Tracksuits and red wine, movies for two. We'll take off our phones and we'll turn off our shoes. We'll play Nintendo. Oh, Nintendo, no. I always lose. 'Cause you'll watch the TV while I'm watching you. There's not many people I'd honestly say I don't mind losing to. But there's nothing like doing nothing with you. Dumb conversations, we lose track of time. Have I told you lately? I'm grateful you're mine. We'll watch The Notebook for the 17th time. And I'll say it's stupid, then you'll catch me crying. We're not making out on a boat in the rain or in a house I've painted blue. But there's nothing like doing nothing with you. Ooh, so shut all the windows, lock all the doors. We're not looking for no one, don't need nothing more. You'll bite my lip, and I'll want you more. Until we end up in a heap on the floor. You could be dancing on tabletops, wearing high heels, drinking until the world spins like a wheel. But tonight your apartment had so much appeal. We need stars, we've got a roof, but there's nothing like doing nothing with you. Ooh, no, there's nothing like doing nothing with you.
I like that one. That's a really
Thank you.
sweet, sweet song. You know.
It really is. Just gotta one day I'll play it for someone. Who knows?
Yeah, but who's that by? I've heard you play that one before. I'm
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was.
curious.
I made a cover of it a while back on my YouTube channel, but it's by Bruno
Oh,
Major. I've started listening to a lot of his stuff, and he's really great for acoustic guitar playing.
that's cool. Is he a newer artist?
I think so. I don't recall seeing him beforehand, so probably new. Yeah.
Oh man. On the topic of that, I'm curious. I'm gonna put you in the hot seat here for a
Oh
second.
gosh.
Uh, what's a musical genre or artist that you just cannot stand?
Can't stand.
Yeah.
Controversial, especially where we're located. I can't stand country.
I
Just
was going
can't.
to say something other than country because we could all say country. That's
I'm getting claps for my take. Let's go.
that sounds good. I agree, man. I agree. The old country, that's what people say. The old, Johnny
Yeah, the
Cash, Willie
old's
Nelson.
good. New one. Hmm. Got a lot of words for that one. An artist, I don't really mind any artist really. None of them stand. It's not that I have anything against the artist, but sometimes their music's just not for me, and that's okay.
Yeah, man. Almost any genre or band or artist, they'll find their niche. They'll find their audience for sure. You
Hmm.
know. So we don't have to like everything. That's funny.
Especially
I
country. It's fine.
I heard this like a while ago. I was talking to someone about I think this same question. He was like, ABC man, anything but country.
I've never thought about that acronym. That's actually funny.
Yeah, anything but country. ABC.
Anything but country.
So, changing topics again, and I guess we'll take it to your last song here, but I am curious to kind of get into the mind of Roy Navarro. How do you, because I imagine some people here, and if not, people later who might watch the show after it's recorded, someone here might be a performer or musician or entertainer in their own right. And I think for all of us, one of the biggest things before we go live or go on stage is getting over those butterflies and anxiety and self doubt that we feel right before we have the hot mic. And for you being doing the live stream and the podcast and the music too, like ho- do you get that a lot nowadays after doing it so long? And if you do, how do you push that down and get over it?
I like even after 2 years of streaming, I still get really nervous pressing go live and confirming that I am going live because you never really know what's gonna happen. And I think that's also in a way how I make myself, get ready for it too, is that I don't know what's gonna happen. And whatever happens, it's going to be fun because I'm doing something I love. So even if I don't know what's gonna happen, I know for a fact that it will be fun no matter what. And that's enough for me to, well, at least do the things that I've been doing for the last 2 years now.
That's a cool mentality. That's cool. Yeah, I definitely dig that. And, I hear too all the time, if you do something and it doesn't go perfect, that's great in its own because you're aware of it and you can do better next time. Avoid that one thing that didn't work or that one bit or, you know, and yeah, I think too with musicians specifically, I think that comfort zone, uh, if, that pillow, if you will, is the music itself. You've rehearsed the music and you have something to rely on too. Like some bands are better at the banter and all that, but with a podcast or live streaming, you're right. Anything could happen. You don't know where it's going to go, for sure.
Yeah, and for music too, I guess, yeah, you're right. There is a sort of like baseline for most musicians that they find comfort in, and then I guess for me, that's just, playing. That's my base comfort. So anytime there's like a bit of a gap or something I mess up on, I just keep trucking along because I'm still doing something I love.
Do you ever worry about when it comes to the video game live streaming? Do you ever worry too much about like dead air? Because I guess the video game, people can watch that. So it's kind of like two entertaining things circling around each other almost.
Yeah, I find myself worrying a lot, especially in terms of like playing a video game. It depends on which one, but there will be some times where my mind just stops working and I keep thinking, "Oh God, I should be saying something, but I'm not." And it just keeps on circling around that.
I've always been fascinated by people, and some people are a class too, who can just think off the top of their head out of
Yeah, they're
nowhere.
quick-witted, and frankly, sometimes I'm a little jealous of that. But wit is a thing that we kind of just create into our own version of.
Yeah, and something most people can develop if
Yeah,
that's the type of thing they want to do. Because some people are just born with it. Like I could think of some specific people who you could see them being a stand up comedian almost. Like they're just funny and quick witted and they always got a comeback.
yeah, but it's something that develops with time. It's like fine wine, really. At first, it's a little sour, kind of bad, but the more you age it, it gets better.
I like it, man. That's a good note, to end on. And how do you feel about end us off with one more song here?
All right, I can do that. I think I can do that.
All right, take it away, buddy.
All right, for this last song, it's a really, really classic song for me to play while performing, and Now, I even mentioned it earlier. It's you'll hear it. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, Drew,
Timely. Come on.
timely. That's right.
uh,
Uh, for people who don't know who are out of the loop, one of our professors. Okay, so one of our classes is like a marketing class, right? In online media, making posts, and we have yeah, Drew. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're gonna go on a whole rant here now.
God. You guys
but
got extra 10 minutes here?
but we have these projects we'd send in. Everyone has to send in what they're doing, what they're promoting, their Instagram, their social posts, and every time, no matter what it is, he's always like, it could be more timely. It could be a bit more timely. It's a bit old, you know.
No matter how recent it is.
No matter, it could be like not even a week old, but I mean, he has a point though.
He's got a
For stuff
point.
like that, you got to be on top of it. There's things still that I'm out of the loop on when it comes to music and politics, especially.
Oh, God.
I hate to admit I barely watch the news on my downtime. I only ever hear about the big stuff through word of mouth. So I think we both, when it comes to entertaining and promoting and stuff like that, we gotta be on top of it.
You gotta be on top of it. Like other things, kind of just get on the sidelines.
Yeah, those trends, man. Well, thank you so much, Roy. I hope you had a fun time doing
I had
this.
an
I
excellent
definitely
time.
did.
Thank you
Oh,
for
that's
hosting.
awesome.
This is really good. This is really fun.
Yeah, and that's the thing I do like about this app. It's approachable, and we've been talking about doing this for a while, so I'm
I'm
glad we
glad
finally got
we've
to
done
it.
it.
We did it. We finally did it. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining and hanging out with us uh, on this Wednesday afternoon. Is there anything you want to say or promote before we go, Roy?
Well, you mentioned it earlier, but I do Twitch stream a lot, and that's primarily what I do these days. Twitch.tv/zero Roy zero. That's a little confusing. Zero as in the word first, and then my name, and then the number zero. You'll figure it out.
Zero Roy Zero.
There it
I'll
is.
put it in chat for people. Oh, thank you, Drew.
Twitch.tv/that. Wonderful.
And yeah, you got the podcast too, and the YouTube channel, of course, uploading clips.
Hmm. All you can find right where on my Twitch. So it'll be nice to see everyone else on there because I do a lot of fun stuff on it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, thank you again, buddy, and thank you everyone for popping in and hanging out with us for 45 minutes. Well, we're gonna call it a day here. Go back to our usual stuff. So,
Yeah, I guess so.
without further ado,
All right.
that was Roy Navarro signing out.